When it's the middle of winter, it's time to start getting ready for the peak home buying season. That's one reason for an event Saturday in Dorchester, Meet the Lenders and Realtors Plus. It's being put together by the city's Home Center in the Department of Neighborhood Development. I'd like to welcome as our guest from the Home Center, the Deputy Director, Rob Consalvo. Thank you very much for being with us, Rob.
Glad to be here.
First of all, I mean, a lot of people, you go out to an event like this because you want to buy a house, but what about the kinds of things you need to know that you can only learn from going to this kind of an event?
Yeah, so this event is really everything about getting ready for home ownership. It's our Meet the Lenders Plus, which means we're going to have Meet the Lenders and Realtors Plus, which means we're going to have our participatory lenders, those lenders we work with, as well as realtors from around the city, in a room where people can come and meet lenders and meet realtors, network with the lenders and realtors, meet with Boston Home Center staff, talk about the Boston Home Center programs that we offer to be able to help people buy a home. We'll be simultaneously running classes that day on budgeting for home ownership and understanding how the Boston Home Center can help you. So it's really a 2-hour networking home ownership fair, really the first start for people to get ready to start thinking about home ownership. No matter what stage they're in, come and use it as an opportunity to really begin the process of the spring home buying season.
Well, when you talk to lenders, you learn about their different products. Now, we know they all have different rates and different time spans, but aside from that, what other differences are?
Well, we want folks to be able to come to our events to really get sort of the education and guidance and counseling on all phases of home ownership. So that may be understanding different mortgage products that are available to them from the different banks. We have a credit boot camp, understanding how credit affects your ability to purchase a home. And if you're having challenges with your credit, coming to our credit boot camp and helping us educate and counsel you back onto the path of good credit. Financial literacy and financial planning, understanding how and getting your finances in order so that you're in a position to be able to buy a home. Even classes and things like how to purchase a foreclosed property, budgeting for home ownership, making sure you're doing the right steps in your budgeting process to make sure that you're saving for a home. The Boston Home Center really is the city's one-stop shopping for everything related to home ownership. We're going to help people obtain a home, retain their home, or maintain their home. And there, really are 3 components to home ownership. There's buying a home, making sure you're ready, making sure you have the education and counseling you need to be in the best position to purchase a home. The retaining your home is making sure that you don't fall into foreclosure. And if you are having troubles with foreclosure, the Boston Home Center stands ready through our foreclosure intervention program to help educate and counsel you out of foreclosure. And we will even work with your lending organization, your mortgage company, or your bank to help modify your loan. The Boston Home Center, through our foreclosure intervention program, stands ready to be the first line of defense to help you stay out of foreclosure. And then just, Chris, briefly maintaining your home. So once you've gotten the home and you're in your home, there are issues with maintenance issues. We run our HomeWorks Help program that gives loans between $10,000, $15,000, and $20,000 for single, 2- and 3-family homeowners. There's 0 interest deferred loans. Unlike a bank loan, there are no interest accumulating. There are no payments, and the loan is deferred for the life of the loan. We get our money back when you sell the house down the line. Particularly for seniors, our senior home repair program is an incredible way for senior citizens in Boston to age in place. We help seniors from everything to new roofs and new boilers, to new windows, new porches, new bathrooms, all of those things that through years of deferred maintenance may need help. The Boston Home Center is there to help seniors get help with those issues. Many seniors are cash poor but house rich. We want to be the agency that helps them stay in their homes, age in place, safe and healthy and warm in the wintertime.
I want to ask you one other thing about the event on Saturday at Florian Hall, because there are also going to be realtors there. And
Absolutely.
What can you pick up from a realtor?
So we used to do just Meet the Lenders, and it was an opportunity to network with lenders. Now we're doing Meet the Lenders and Realtors because we understand the importance of having realtors in the room at the same time to talk about the product that's out there, the housing product that's in our neighborhoods, whether it be a single, 2, or 3, what the different neighborhoods are and where you can get that product, what the housing prices are in those different neighborhoods. So obviously we're doing this in Dorchester, so there's a focus on Dorchester realtors and folks who might be interested in the Dorchester community. But really, these Meet the Lenders and Realtors are for anyone in the city who wants to come. We have over 100 people, well over 100 people who are already registered for this great event. What that says to me, Chris, is how exciting this event is for the citizens of Boston. The fact that people want to achieve the dream of home ownership, that living in our city and our neighborhoods is stronger than ever. The mayor has made housing and particularly home ownership a key component of his administration. And the Boston Home Center is that agency, that one-stop shopping spot to meet all your home ownership needs. This event on Saturday and the many other events we do all around the city at night and on weekends, are free events that the public can come to help them achieve that dream of homeownership. Yes, we're having this Meet the Lenders and Realtors Plus this weekend, but folks should be aware that we do events every night of the week, in many cases, all around the city, from our signature Home Buying 101 class, which is our 8-hour course that teaches you the ins and outs of home ownership. You do Homebuyer 101, that gives you access to our certificate, and that certificate allows you to participate in our loan program where we will work with you to give you between 3 and 5% for your down payment and closing costs. We help fill the gap so that you can actually get into a home through our classes. And then we offer many other classes like one-on-one counseling classes, drop-in counseling around the city, many different courses and classes that are free to the public in every neighborhood of the city. But the Saturday event we're really excited about because it is a Meet the Lenders Plus, so it's not only just a networking opportunities for potential homeowners to meet with lenders and realtors, but we'll be adding classes simultaneously. So you may come and talk with a bank or a mortgage corporation, one of our participatory lenders, pop over to a realtor's table, talk about housing prices in Dorchester and how to buy a triple-decker, stop, jump into a class on budgeting for home ownership, come out of that class, have the opportunity to talk to a Boston Home Center official. Incidentally, we'll also be there. Our team from the Boston Home Center will be there walking around. So we'll point you in the direction of one of our housing counselors. I've got an incredible team that works at the Boston Home Center, Chris. They do amazing work, working each and every day with homeowners in the city of Boston to help them either buy homes, retain their homes, or maintain their homes. They're dedicated public service who work tirelessly. They'll be there. We really bill this Saturday as that one-stop shopping to kick off the home buying season.
I remember taking a class like this about 20 years ago, and it was very helpful because that way you figure out what you can really afford.
These classes will let you know every step of the way of what you need to do to achieve that dream of home ownership. If you're ready for a home right now, if you're ready for a home next year, or if you're not ready for a home for 5 years, I tell folks, please still come take our classes, take our courses, take advantage of what the Boston Home Center has to offer. And I do want to say that not just on the Saturday event, which is an incredible event, but if you're having issues with foreclosure, don't be ashamed. Come to the Boston Home Center. Let us help you keep your home and prevent the foreclosure. And particularly if you have or know seniors, whether they're your mom and dad or your grandmother and grandfather or relatives or your next door neighbor who you think might benefit from our senior home repair programs, putting in a new heating system so they're safe and warm, fixing that leaky roof, or helping take care of that deck or handicap accessible bathroom, come to the Boston Home Center. That's why we're there.
And Chris, we're not just talking about advice here, we're talking about help with the cost of doing that work too.
Absolutely. For our senior home repair program, for our Homeworks Help program, we do provide the funding for it. Particularly for our senior home repair program, that's our full service model. We actually, on behalf of the senior, secure the contractor, make the payments to the contractor, help get permitting. A senior will get assigned a construction specialist who will stay with the senior during the construction project, making sure that the job is being done on time, on scope, and on budget. We really handle everything for the senior. All the senior has to do is sign a contract with the Boston Home Center. Every senior in the city who has questions or issues with deferred maintenance should be in our program, should be applying for our program, should be inquiring for our program. All of our loans in those cases are 0 interest deferred, no interest for the life of the loan. The payment is deferred for the life of the loan, and the city would get its money back when the house is sold. Now, if during the time of the loan there's a cash out refi or someone transfers the title to a relative or friend, we'd of course get our money back in that scenario. But for the most part, if you stay in the house another 50 years, that loan just remains as a mortgage on your property. So.
And finally, the time. I know the event on Saturday is going to be at the Florian Hall, 55 Howard Street.
That's right. How can you forget? So 55 Hallett Street, Boston Firefighters Union Hall, Florian Hall, from 9 to 11 this Saturday. We want to thank Local 718 and the Boston Firefighters Union for working with us to give us the hall. They recognize the importance of home ownership and have agreed to work with us on that. And a great opportunity. If you get a chance to register ahead of time for our classes, you can go to www.bostonhomecenter.com. Certainly you can just show up the day of, and if you have any questions or concern, we have the easiest number in City Hall, 617-635-HOME.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Glad to be here.
From the Boston Home Center, Rob Consalvo. In a moment, the next exam for getting on the fire department and some open firehouses.